Hello! Welcome to Alleyway for the Game Boy. This is a launch title for the Game Boy, and it's a brick breaker. And as you can see, it features Mario. It's a very simple, straightforward brick breaker for the original Game Boy. Yeah. There are not any power-ups like an Arkanoid, unfortunately. But this is better than the other Game Boy Breakout title, Super Breakout and Battle Zone. The version of Breakout on that Game Boy game. Are you serious? I already missed. I promise I'm actually decent at these Breakout games. This one is fairly tricky though. Maybe it's also difficult because I'm distracted because I'm talking. The colors here, of course, are not the colors you would see on an original Game Boy, or Game Boy Pocket, or even Game Boy Color. I don't think these are or Game Boy Advance, things like that. I don't think this is the default color scheme that comes up. Earlier, I didn't have my AV cables all the way plugged in. And, oh, check this out. If you're caught in the same loop over and over again, eventually the game will automatically shoot the ball somewhere else. See? Cool little piece of coding. But yeah, it takes a little bit of precise timing and aiming to get the paddle under the ball sometimes. And with this game in particular, sometimes it feels like I'm just hitting the ball in the same direction over and over again. You'll notice that, or I notice that especially in the bonus levels. Of course, I'm playing a real cartridge of the game through my Super Game Boy 2, through my Super Nintendo. So, no save states. So it's actually pretty devastating that we lost that life. And like if I were live streaming or were grinding to specifically try to really sweat to beat this game, I probably would have reset. But I'm just doing a playthrough just to see how far I can get. Here's stage 2. As you can see, the bricks are all scrolling to the left, and when they get all the way to the left, they screen wrap around all the way to the right and just keep going again. And it's actually kind of convenient when you get the ball up behind like this, because there's a better chance, especially if you're going from left to right, there's a better chance that you'll keep the ball up there and you'll keep the ball breaking bricks longer before it comes back down to you. A couple mechanics that are in this game, even though there aren't power-ups, there are a few little nuances just to know. The A button speeds up how fast your paddle goes, as you can see, and the B button slows it down. That's something I should use a little more often. But I don't, I'm always just moving the default speed. Because B often feels a little too slow, but A feels too fast. Like that's, like imagine trying to aim for the ball like that. So I often just stick with the default speed when playing. Also, there are different color or different shaded bricks if you're not playing with color. And when you hit those different shaded bricks, the ball starts moving faster. Let me pick a different color scheme. That might be the default one, but I want... No. This is a nice thing about the Super Game Boys. They've got cool color schemes. I definitely don't want a black and white. Maybe. That one has promise. Let's go with this one. Okay, so the bottom 3 layers are like the lightest color ones. Then there are orange ones, the next 2 up. Then the last 2 are green. When it hits orange, it moves a little faster. When it hits green, it moves even faster. I think that's how the shaded blocks work. Oh, yeah, and this is being the 3rd level. The blocks slowly move closer and closer to you. I think it's kind of a little homage or imitation of Space Invaders. And I think the way it works is how often the ball hits your paddle. Because you'll notice every time it moves forward, it was an instance after the ball hit my paddle. So I could be wrong, but I think it starts with 8. Like, once the ball has bounced off your paddle 8 times, it advances forward. Then the next time is like 7 or 6. It gradually decreases. So that's how it feels like it's advancing a little faster. And you get a little nervous. But I do think that after a little while it stops advancing. Or at the very least the advancing slows down. I don't know if it fully stops. I usually beat the levels before I find out if it'll eventually get you and end you lose a life or not. But they definitely do add a little bit of pressure. Oh, come on. Ah! Oh my gosh, it juked me. I've already lost 2 lives. Alright, in the bonus levels, you'll see the ball goes straight through them. And this is when you especially notice that, like, sometimes it just seems like the ball goes in the exact same path that you've already hit it. And so the point is to always try to get it to go at a different angle. Now, I've never actually won a bonus level on... No! No, I was doing so well! You don't lose a life whenever you fall down on a bonus level, but it does end the bonus level. Every 1,000 points you get an extra life, so it takes a while to rack them up. If you do successfully clear a bonus level, then you get 500 extra points. I think that's how it is every time. I've only cleared bonus levels whenever, like, using save states, like playing on the Switch with Nintendo Switch Online. But, playing on an original cartridge, where you only get 1 shot to do it per playthrough, and you never get to save. You've got to beat the game in 1 playthrough if you want to do it on an actual cartridge. So I've never done that. And oh, that's another thing. You notice how my paddle just got smaller? Once the ball touches the back, then your paddle will get smaller. And I believe that's how it works on every single level. You see, on the first 3 levels, there are indestructible blocks that make it impossible for your ball to touch the back. But once we get to stage 4, it's no longer like that. Alright. We're slowly making our way back down. Also, I don't think there are too many angles at which the ball can actually travel. From what I've read and heard online, the ball can move in 45-degree angle increments, 30-degree angle increments, and 15-degree angle increments. And like I said, if the ball is going the exact same path several times in a row, it's actually... I've heard, anyway, that it's actually coded to manually shoot the ball somewhere else after like the third or fourth time going the exact same way. Yay, I got 1,000 points, so I got an extra life. I now have 3 instead of 2. So, yeah, there are only 4 kinds of levels, and they are your regular still levels, the moving blocks levels, the Space Invader-like levels, and then the bonus levels. And of course, on the bonus levels, you don't lose a life if the ball falls out. You're just trying to break every single brick in a time limit to get 500 extra points. You still get the points for whatever bricks you do pass the ball through, though. So there still is a consolation prize, even if you don't actually beat the bonus level. Even if you don't survive to the end of the bonus level. At least I think that's how it works. I wasn't paying super close attention. We'll look the next time to make sure. That's how it is. Or hopefully I'll actually beat it. Hopefully there's a next time at all. And there we go. It's always inevitable that it's going to touch the back and make it half the size. But, you know, you want that to happen as late as possible. Come on. Oh, it missed. Come on. Oh, I was about to say when it's moving around that usually is helpful. But, I'm afraid to at least some degree every breakout game, or almost every breakout game, unless there's like a ton of variation. Oh, are you serious? Suffers from the occasional, at least the occasional, oh, one last block and I can't hit it. It's taken me forever just to get it. There we go. Okay. So this is going to be another Space Invaders one. Now what'll happen is after that green layer, there will be another layer or two that spawns. The farthest I've ever made it on an actual cartridge, I think I've made it to level 10. I'm trying to remember. As you can see, another layer is growing out of the top now. There we go. Oh, it's 3 deep. But honestly, as long as that layer is there, it keeps the ball from touching the very back. So we want to kind of avoid those holes opening up in the very back. Oh, that's what we wanted to avoid. Oh well. I wanted to get these blocks up here near the very front. Oh, there's another layer. Yeah, it's nice to hit those, but it's paramount to hit the ones closest. There we go. That was a good move right there. Precision. Oh my gosh, that was close. Another layer. I don't think they keep spawning either. I think there's a set amount. I really think that green one's the last one. As you can see, they're approaching like after every single time it hits my paddle. But I don't think it'll keep doing that. I hope it doesn't keep doing that. Okay, y'all are getting close enough. Y'all can stop. Hey, they listened. They stopped. Oh, come on. Ah. No. No, it's going to go the exact same way. Are you serious right now? There we go. Really? There we go. At least I got one of them. Oh, no. That's frustrating. Oh, didn't mean to push that. There we go. There's the A button. Oh, well, that's right. Whenever you lose a life, it brings you back to normal size, but once you touch the top or the back or whatever you want to call it, once you touch that again, then it will make you small again. These are going to take a while to get, aren't they? You know, I always like to have the mindset of every time I'm even just alive, like doing volleys like this at all, while smaller size, it's a risk. Because I'm still working on improving my precision. As you can see, I've lost multiple lives already. Come on. And so, yeah, there are only 3 angles. There we go. There are only 3 angles. But you've got to learn... Oh, it's a Koopa. You've got to learn how to, you know, be very precise with exactly where you place the paddle to intentionally do those specific angles to get the ball where you want it to go. Don't know if I'm actually going to beat this one. Oh, I'm doing alright, though. Come on. Getting a couple useless ones. No! There we go. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Oh, will I? Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh, yeah! 700? That's even better! Oh man, so as you see, we got an extra life. Now it's kind of like a checkerboard layout. So yeah, we got an extra life, so I'm back to 3. And now we only have 400 more until my next extra life. So that should just be a level or 2. I forget if all blocks are worth the same, or if different color blocks are worth different. It does look like the second layer blocks are worth 2. No! No, how did that happen? I wasn't even looking away. I thought I positioned myself right. That's extra embarrassing because the paddle wasn't even small. Yeah. So the lowest layer shade or color gives you 1 point. The middle layer gives you 2, and the highest layer gives you 3. But they also speed up your ball accordingly as well. Okay. Oh, and now I'm small. It's alright, we'll get an extra life back. We'll at least have 3. Oh, I thought I could get 1 more on the way. Oh, come on. Really? I threaded the needle through all of them and didn't get any of them? Okay, there we go. Got 1. Oh, geez. I'm now kind of stuck. Well, like I said, sometimes you get stuck in a loop of shooting the ball the exact same way over and over again. I think that's one of the problems of, you know, only have actually just 3 angles each way you can shoot the ball. Oh, they move at different speeds. How about that? It makes a cool little visual effect. It's alright. I'm confident that we'll get to 3,000, get another life back. Oh no, we're already small. And the ball's already moving fast. It's alright, we got this. We're close to 3,000. Yeah, we did it. So yeah, there's no music. Or for the most part, there's no music. During most of the levels, there's just the very simple beep boop sounds. But the extra life jingle or soundbite or whatever you want to call it is particularly satisfying. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Oh no. Come on, get it. Oh, I barely overshot it. No. 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 Why? I'm trash at this. But it doesn't stop me from enjoying it. Most brick breakers I play are easier. There we go. Like the SpongeBob Bubble Pop ones on the plug and plays. Oh, those are so much fun. Yeah, I want to get these blocks in the front as much as I can. Because they're getting close to me. And I don't want to find out what happens if they get too close. Sometimes keeping your ball in the same place is convenient. I had a few good hits, you know, trying to get bricks that are particularly the closest to me there. Been doing good with that so far. And actually kind of avoiding the far back layer too much. There we go. Whew. Made it in time. There we go. Ah, come here. Get that green one. There we go. They're approaching quickly. Alright, can you all stop now? Hey, they listened to me. They did it again. That's funny. No, that's not funny, though. It's not funny how I keep misjudging. I want to eventually beat this in one go without save states or anything. I also like playing it you know, emulated like on the Switch with Switch Online. I enjoy doing that too. But it would be fun to actually beat this one for real on cartridge. And now we get to do the really fun thing of just shooting forever and ever, trying to get one single block while the ball always goes a different direction. Oh, we almost had it. No, that won't do. Precision gets a lot harder when the paddle is smaller. Oh, it's a blooper. Thankfully, the paddle doesn't turn small when you hit the back of this level. Oh no, it went the exact same path. I don't know if I'll get them all this time. We'll see. No, I don't think so. I think I've had too many wasted turns. Darn. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it, y'all. Come on. See, that's what I needed earlier. I was just missing 8 bricks, but that's okay. Alright, we're on stage 10. I think I can still make it to 4,000 and get another life. If I do that, we're in. Let's try to go for the middle layer now. Let's try to avoid the right layer if at all possible. Oh no. We've already opened up on the left. No, no. And now I'm half size. This is tough. The ball moves kind of fast. I'm just going the same way over and over again. There we go, finally. I guess the plus side is once I have the 2 sides opened up, oh, that was close, then I can go up and over on the top a lot more easily to get to the middle from the top as well. If I can get the ball to go where it needs to, stop bouncing off. Oh, it's doing the same thing on the other side. Come on, at least get that brick. There we go. There we go. Ah, that was close. There we go. We're starting to break through finally. No. Yay, go up in there. No, not this again. Ah, come on. I'm either hitting the near side or the far side. Since when is it so difficult to just knock the ball into the middle? No! Come on, man. Are you serious? Oh. I'm not going to beat this level. Because of this stinking... There's no reason this should be this hard. There's no reason the ball should just be unable to go in like that. Now I'm having a little more success. But am I even going to make it to 1,000 points? 4,000 points to get another extra life? I want to at least beat this annoying stage. Oh, are you serious? It looked like it touched the block. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're close to 4,000. Come on, let's get this extra... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've made it to stage 10. I've never made it to stage 11 on a cartridge before. It's alright, we can do it. We can make it to 4,000. We can get another life. So yeah, Mario and some other Mario characters make little just cameo appearances in this game because it's made by Nintendo themselves. I'll, from time to time, play other Breakout clone games too. Because, you know, there are the 2 SpongeBob ones that I have. Eventually, I'd like to get Arkanoid. Once I have a capture card that can also do HDMI, I can play Wizorb. I recently got that for like $5 for the Switch. That game looks pretty cool. It's got some fantasy and a little bit of light RPG elements to it, in addition to being a Breakout game. So yeah, I want to do occasional pinball videos and occasional Breakout videos. Because those are 2 kinds of video games, like more arcade style, that I've always enjoyed. We're getting close to 4,000, man. But yeah, like I said, those are kinds of games I've always enjoyed. Yeah, there we go. We got another life. Well, we're almost done with this level. Just 3 green bricks. 2 green bricks. Gotta make it through this asteroid belt here. Oh, just 1. Can we do it? No, not yet. Not yet. I don't want to lose a life on this one. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was so close. We almost had it. No! Just like that, I lost a life. And just like... Yes! I beat the level, though. Alright, oh, now this we got the Space Invaders one. Oh, oh, this is going to be interesting. So 3. Counting how many times it hits the paddle. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Touch the back or the top. Nice. Well, as long as I keep breaking blocks. What number were we at? 5, I believe. 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is scary, man. How am I going to get into the middle? 1, 2, 3, 1. There we go. 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh no, I game overed. Let's see. Should I do one more? Made it to 12, had like 4,300 something. Yeah, let's do one more game. Let's see if we can make it farther now. Oh, it still keeps my top score. As you know, there's no battery save, there's no password system. The only way you can like actually preserve your top score is if you just write it down and like tell the truth, or if you know, take a picture of it or something in this day and age with your smartphone or camera. Time and date stamp it. Are you serious? You know what? I'm gonna reset it. If I'm seriously doing another playthrough, I'm not losing that early. I gotta pay attention, man. One of these days, I'm gonna beat this game on the cartridge. Original hardware. Like I said, I sometimes do play it emulated, like on Nintendo Switch Online. But more often than not, I play it an actual cartridge. On my Game Boy Color with a magnifier light, or on a Game Boy Advance SP, or in a Super Game Boy, or like here, the Super Game Boy 2. I kind of upgraded to that. You know, I cut the tabs out of the cartridge slot in the Super Nintendo, so now I can play Japanese games and other accessories like the Super Game Boy 2. I also have a Japanese game, or well, technically it's all in English, but it's a Japanese Super Famicom game, Mario and Wario. It's the puzzle game with the mouse, because I already have the mouse because I have Mario Paint. So I thought it's cool to have another mouse game. It's pretty cheap. A lot of Super Famicom games are pretty cheap. Not sure if I'm actually going to get into Super Famicom collecting. I'm not that worried about it. And there aren't a whole lot of games that are in English, but there are some, and that's one of them. And I've played it a few times. It's really good. That might make it onto the channel sometime in the future. There we go. I have 2 copies of Revenge of the Gator, a pinball game for Game Boy. Very good game. But with multiplayer over a Game Link cable, you can play kind of like a little battle mode. Well, I've got a GameCube with a Game Boy player, and I've got this Super Game Boy 2 and a Super Nintendo. And both the Super Game Boy 2 and the Game Boy player have a GameLink cable slot. The regular Super Game Boy does not, but the Super Game Boy 2 does. So I can put both copies of Revenge of the Gator into each peripheral, put them in their respective consoles, and link them together with a link cable, and then connect them both to TVs. And yes, they would both be CRT TVs, because that's what I have. I can't believe I missed again. I glanced over very, very briefly to the VCR just to make sure that I am indeed recording. And that's all it took for me to miss the ball. I should have just hit the start button. I should be pausing. Rookie mistakes. It's okay, I'm getting better. I'm learning. You either win or you learn, right? But yeah, going back to Revenge of the Gator, I can, and I have done Revenge of the Gator multiplayer on 2 TVs. I've got some footage, but the problem is, for some reason, the footage ends up making it onto my computer slightly different speeds, and like the commentary audio also makes it onto my computer slightly different speeds. And it's been just a real hassle trying to slightly speed up, slightly slow down, stretch everything with whatever software I have on my old computer. So there's actually some Revenge of the Gator footage I have not been able to upload to this channel. I'll have to figure out another way. I really wanted it to be, it was going to be exactly like my Doom co-op video. 2 camera angles side by side in simultaneous motion, simultaneously together. That was redundant. But yeah, both angles side by side, left and right. Maybe I don't. If the music and the sounds didn't line up, maybe have music and sounds from only one. But I thought they lined up perfectly. They sounded fine when we played together. But they just weren't all lined up the same speed when I recorded them over to my computer for some reason. So I don't know what happened there. I might still be able to salvage it. I also have a video clip of me and my dad. Well, not video clip. I was going to say video and audio recording of me and my dad playing. Oh, not this. Oh, there we go. Good. Of me and my dad playing Pong. He has an actual Atari Super Telegames 4 or something like that. I think that's what it's called. He has one. And he had one from the 70s when it came out. And he recently found it. And I cleaned out the battery terminal because it had gotten pretty rusty. So I cleaned it out just with a toothbrush and lots of rubbing alcohol and just lots of scrubbing. So I got it, as much of it as I could out. And put in, I don't know if it had in a way to plug into the wall, but it had like D-size battery slots. And we had plenty of D-size batteries, so we put them in, and it worked. Worked perfectly. I had the correct adapter to plug it in to a TV. See if I can get this bonus level. Doesn't look like it. Man, come on. Tired of hitting the ball the exact same way over and over again. Ooh, can I get... No, I won't get it. Oh well. But yeah, I have a Sears Telegames Pong video with my dad that never made it to my channel, and then I've got that Revenge of the Gator video I made with my wife. Revenge of the Gator multiplayer that never made it. I might try editing those again. Just take a fresh crack at it. Because I've done more videos since then. Maybe there's something that I didn't get right the first time. Because I think that is a fairly unique experience. Many original Game Boy players probably know Revenge of the Gator. And some people might have even done the system link to play it multiplayer. I don't know how many people have done that, but especially multiplayer on a TV. You know, it's not common that you have, you know, two GameCubes with a Game Boy player. Because let's be real, who all in the 90s had Super... Who all in the late 90s had Super Game Boy 2s in the USA? Or even the 2000s. And, you know, some people got Game Boy players for their GameCubes, but not a ton. And you know, what's the odds of having two people with those and also having Revenge of the Gator? So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And I need to figure that out, because that was a fun video. I'm just hitting the ball the same way over and over again. This is frustrating. There we go. Now we're going a slightly different angle, but are we still going to miss them? Yep. Oh no, I got one of them. Good. Going to have to move the paddle. Alright. And hit it here. No. There. No. How about here? No. This is fun. There we go. You know, that's actually not something about breakout games that I dislike, even though I'm kind of complaining about it, because it just makes it all the more satisfying whenever you finally do get that brick. And it just... Because this game gets more difficult as your paddle gets smaller, it's basically going to get smaller on every level, starting with level 4. Then it just adds to the nervousness. And it just makes it feel like this is a game you really have to practice a lot at and you have to master. And this is a game that I guess you could kind of say it's Nintendo hard. Like many other 80s, and you know, this is an 80s game. 1989, that's the 80s. You know, that's... Did the Game Boy come out before the Super Nintendo? I think it did, just ever so slightly. You know, there were still NES games being released too. So you could definitely say this was a part of the Nintendo hard era. Yeah, how much did that first playthrough take? How long was that first playthrough? Like around 35-ish minutes? Yeah, that... Are you serious, man? You know, it's just silly little mistakes I make when I'm talking. You know, I don't want to just be silent. That doesn't make for exciting gameplay. There are many Alleyway gameplay videos here on YouTube that don't have any commentary. But no, I'm a talkative guy. I do admit that this game, and just what I'm doing in general, would be much better as a live stream setting than a recording for YouTube setting. But I don't think I'm in the best position or have the best capabilities to stream my original consoles themselves. I suppose I could just emulate and just do it all from a computer, but like, I don't know, I've got a pretty decent sized collection. That's what I want to play. That's what I want to use. That's what I want to, I guess, kind of show off a little bit, but also just put my money's worth, use what I paid for. Or were gifted. A lot of the stuff in my collection were things that people gave me very kindly. So yeah, we were almost halfway through the game, I think. Because I'm trying to remember if the bonus if it goes up a number during the bonus levels too or not. Maybe it does. If so, maybe we weren't halfway. Maybe 16 is halfway. Because counting the bonus levels, it's 32 levels. But like levels where you can actually lose a life, there's only 24 of those. Levels that are not bonus levels. I would like to stop hitting the ball that way, please. Like, it's fine that I'm getting the back layer and all, but I'm much more interested in getting these blocks that are closer. Darn, I missed. There we go, I finally got that yellow one that I wanted to get. Now there's that lone green one on the right that I'd like to get. Okay, and now I'm little. I doubt this is a game many people play much still nowadays. And if they do, probably not more than just like one playthrough at a time. And when you game over, you're done. I definitely don't have a third one in me. Even if I weren't recording and I were just playing for fun. If I still wanted to play at all, I'd just play something else. I've only got 4 more of those to get. There we go, that should get at least something. There we go. Oh, 2 of them. Alright, pretty good. Yeah? Oh. There we go, we should... Oh no. That should get it. Yes. Now there's the Koopa. Now the Koopa's the one we got last time. Do you think we can get it again? There we go. I don't know if I'm gonna get it this time, y'all. Yeah, I'm afraid not. But you know what? I still got most of them. Can't be too upset. Now we get to the checkerboard levels. Man, if anyone's actually watching this and listening to me, shout out to you. You're like really patient. Or maybe you just have this on in the background while doing something else, which is totally cool. But yeah, I like brick breakers. Breakout clones. One of these days I'll get Arkanoid for NES. I originally thought about recording Final Fantasy today, but I decided to do this instead. It's a fun way to just blow off some steam. And you know, it's a tough game, it's a challenge, but you know, there's no progress that you save. Sometimes I wish there were. But then I just played on Switch with save states and just keep progressing, and if I die, you know, I just go back to my last save state. I can even make save states in the middle of levels. If I've spent a long time, if I've been doing exactly what I'm doing now, you know, just hitting the ball at nothing for forever, and just trying to be perfectly precise with angles so I can actually get it over there. Ugh! And I don't want to risk losing the ball because my paddle's so small. I'll make a save state in the middle of a level. Because you know what? That's one of the features of playing it on the Switch. Many other emulators do that anyway, so Nintendo understood it and they did it too. And that's good. But, you know, for all the purists out there, I've got the original cartridge. That's what I'm playing it on. You know, even if I don't ever beat it on the original cartridge, at least I tried, at least I played it, at least I had fun. Video gaming's fun. And at least I had fun using save states when I did. Let people play how they want. I'm sure anyone watching this also agrees with what I said, so I'm probably just preaching to the choir. Oh, come on, just one more. One more block. Come on, man. Oh, so close. There we go. Oh, are you serious? There we go. We did it. Oh yeah, they move at different speeds. That's fun. So far, I've only played like actual official original hardware on this channel. I haven't done emulating or like unofficial emulating, like backed up or pirated stuff. It's not that I'm against that. It's just I want to play, you know, what I actually have. I want to put on my channel and eventually stream what I actually have, because This is what I actually have, and this is what I want to use. This is what I want to show off. This is what I want to do. You know, maybe sometime down the road I'll play emulated stuff on this channel. Because, yeah, I've got a modded Wii. I've got an EverDrive. I have emulators on my PC. But, and yeah, I play them. I use them. That's good. We're getting through this level a lot more quickly. Watch that be my famous last words. Oh no, we did it. We actually did it. Good. But yeah. I'm down to emulate as long as, you know, it's a fun gameplay experience. One of the reasons I like original hardware so much is for things like Pokemon or Revenge of the Gator Linked or Lord of the Rings Return of the King, Game Boy Advance, and GameCube linked together. Are you serious? Game Boy Advance and GameCube linked together. You can emulate that, but it's just so cool having like the real thing, man. And a lot of that I actually had as a kid. So yeah, games that require or are enhanced by peripherals like the Pokemon games, Pokemon Stadium. You know, it's good that those came to Switch, but like I want to actually play Pokemon Stadium with my own overpowered and, you know, custom moves and stats, maxed out level Pokemon from my own games. That's like some of the big appeal to the Pokemon Stadium games, right? Using your own Pokemon. And you can't do that currently on Switch. Maybe eventually they'll put... oh, the blocks just go away. Well, that's a good thing. Oh, look how it cleared a path through there. Yeah, we like that. We're already moving full speed, so stay up there. We're already little, so stay up there. But yeah, going back to Pokemon Stadium, I want to actually play that for real. I want to play GoldenEye without having to buy 4 $50 N64 Switch controllers that I'm only going to use for a small handful of games. Or without completely remapping from Switch settings my controllers. You know? It's much easier just to have a CRT TV and have an N64 and just play it like you always did when you were a kid. But at the same time, I do still enjoy having Nintendo Switch Online. It's still useful. I played Paper Mario on it. It's really good. There we go. Let's see if I can get this blooper. Well, I'm going the exact same path several times in a row. That's not going to help. It's not going to cut it. Did it again. Alright, let's see what this does. Same path on the way down. Exact same path. Exact same path. There we go, we got some more there. Okay, so that was a bit disappointing. Alright, stage 10. See if we can make it to the next bonus level. I think I am doing a little better than I am last playthrough. Oh, I have 2 copies of Beyblade V-Force Ultimate Blader Jam. That's a pretty cheap Game Boy Advance game. I highly recommend it. It's really good. It's a little like isometric 2D top-down diagonal-ish view Super Monkey Ball Marble Madness style game. Tons of fun, highly recommend. And it's not expensive. The storyline is kind of all over the place, but the story's not important. It just adds a little bit of tie-in. You play it for the gameplay. It's just kind of funny. You're just like, where is this going? You never know what's going to happen next. Then again, I never really watched the Beyblade show. I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes, and I don't really remember much about them. So maybe it's actually connected to the show or like movies or some other media. I don't know. But I played all the way through it on my channel. I haven't done par times for unlocking bonus levels yet. That is something I'm going to get to within the next couple of weeks. I'm going to start doing that. Because that's a fun game. And in the past, I have unlocked the first, I believe the first and second bonus levels. And there are more collectibles in these bonus levels, and they're hidden behind getting par times of all 7 levels of an episode before. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I'm starting to make use of the A button. When the ball doesn't go where I expect it to and it's low, I can use the A button to dive over more quickly, but I didn't. I was talking about it and I got distracted and I messed up. That's frustrating. Like I said, this breakout game is actually pretty tricky. It'd be more helpful if there were a paddle for it. Like Breakout for the Atari. Or I think Arkanoid for NES, like you could actually get a paddle controller for Arkanoid. I don't know if it's official Nintendo brand or second party, third party, or what. It looked pretty expensive on eBay, so I'm going to give that a pass. Don't need it that bad. I don't think I'm going to seek out an Atari 2600 or 5200 or 7800. I don't think I'm going to ever seek any of those out just to get the original Breakout. Though it would be cool to have, you know, actual paddle control for something. But I'm fine with D-pad. It doesn't bother me. If only the ball always moved this slow, but it's just it gets faster once it hits other colored blocks. Oh, going back to, you know, Super Game Boy 2 and Game Boy Player, I can trade Pokemon on 2 TVs. I can, you know, capture direct footage of me trading 2 Pokemon. What other games do I have that I can link together? Let's see. I've got, yeah, 2 copies of Revenge of the Gator and Pokemon first and second generation. I've got all 6 of those. And then for Game Boy no, I accidentally hit the X button on my controller and it changed the color palette. I hit that instead of A. That's why I didn't make it in time. But yeah, Beyblade. But that's not 2 big screens. I only have 1 Game Boy player. No, are you serious, man? I'm really choking here. There we go, use the A button to my advantage. Maybe I should try another... That's frustrating. I was going to say maybe I should try another strategy of staying in the middle more often so I don't have as far to dive to the left or the right. But you know what? I'm going to have to try that another time because I think that's all I have in me today. That's Alleyway for the Game Boy. I made it to level 12 and then to level 11. I will keep playing this. I don't know the next time I'll record it, but I'm definitely going to keep playing it off camera at least. If I ever beat it off camera, I'll take like video clip or picture of my proof of actually doing it. But I'm sure this will eventually show up on my YouTube channel again too. But expect other brick breakers to occasionally show up as well. Thanks for watching if you actually watched all the way through. And as always, have a good day and hope to see you in the next video soon. Bye-bye.